What's up, my people? We made over 6K today and we're loving it. We've been reading price action like an absolute book, and we're not complaining at all about the way price has been behaving and how we've been reacting to it. And that is just what I want to say. React to price, don't predict it. Key point there for us. But price has definitely been doing what we've been saying. And so tonight we're going to go ahead and look at what to expect in the coming weeks and how to trade when these things come up. So very key lessons coming up. I'm going to show you also the trades that we took today, and you'll see how much we made off of those trades, so that you can be able to see yourselves making this money as well. It's possible, guys. It's really possible. You can escape the rat race. You don't have to be doing this for the rest of your life, but you can make great money with day trading, and it can change you and your family's life. So with that, we're gonna hop into the video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. We're offering one-on-one coaching sessions that will help you get more than accelerated on your journey of day trading. This is an actual skill that even a child can learn. You see, once under your belt, this becomes a life-changing money-making skill that will never go away. So as you watch the following video, think about being able to change your family's life by putting in the effort to learn something new. In today's day and age, everything is at your fingertips, and that means it's also all in your hands what you want to be. The only question is, how bad do you want it? Enjoy the rest of the video. So if you have been watching closely, you will see that we have our handy dandy red line that we've drawn out here. This is a line that we drew out since probably since around July. This line has been coming into play a lot in the last few weeks, and we are definitely seeing price react to it. As you can tell, every time we come below this, we come up and retest this. And this is where we formed our foundation. This is what we've been doing. So when market opened today, we saw a real push down. This was actually on the 20th, but you could see that this push down came all the way past this red line and then back up to the buy side. So this morning was no different. Once we open up, you see the 9 o'clock candle was a straight decline, push straight down, and we swept liquidity down there. That's a liquidity sweep right there, because we did not close below this red line, but price had to just get all that liquidity. And what did it do but turn around, use that power from the liquidity that it grabbed to go ahead and create those highs. So we loved seeing that. That is actually where we took our first trade off of today. Below this area right here, we got in. Let's zoom in here now for zoom in on the 5-minute time frame. So on the 5-minute time frame, you could see it much clearer right here. Price was pushing down, staggering up. You know, it will have a strong push down, a little bit of a pullback, and then a continuation of that push down, right? Continuation, push up, and then continuation going down right here. So that's where we saw price when we entered into the market. We entered around here below the red line, and then we took it off to the races. Now, ideally, I wanted to stay to at least this liquidity right up here, this spot right here. But I was in kind of heavy for one of the trades that I was in, so I decided to exit out right around here, just shy of this liquidity up here, but I exited right around here. Obviously, in retrospective, it would have been nice to hold it, and you know, would have been nice to hold it all the way up here, but hey, you know, that isn't always how things go. And yeah, let's be realistic, you know, emotions do come into play. You got to take some of what you can get. So that's what we did right there. That was our first trade, and we profited very nicely. So our next trades came along much later in the day, after the afternoon session. Not after the afternoon session, but during the afternoon session, right? I'm gonna mark off this area for you guys just so you can see it a lot better. What you can see, right, at this point, you can see that price starts to, after this strong rally up right here, price kind of chilled out around this area. So what I'm noticing is that, price is starting to range here. We'll create some lows, go to create some highs, then come back to visit these lows, and then highs again, lows, and then started to kind of fizzle out. You see the highs started to, stay up here, right? So that's what I was looking for, because after that you could kind of see sometimes it's almost like a climaxing, like in a movie climax, and then all of a sudden, boom, something changes. That's really what I was looking for, and I saw that take place. I saw price start to change right here, and we actually sought after the liquidity that was on these levels right here. So price was really just forming and engineering this liquidity over here. So once we push past this, I saw that that would be a good opportunity to just get a little bit of the move. I was anticipating initially that we would go back up to these highs, and then I was thinking that we would ultimately go back up to some highs up here. Unfortunately, that did not happen. I think price just was not ready for that to happen. So that is okay. I actually got in for the trade around here, and then I let my trade run up to these levels, and then it continued to pull back a little bit. I stayed in for the trade here, and then I added, and then we sent up here again. And so that's where I took my profits right there, because I saw that price was starting to fizzle out, and yeah, I didn't really want to play around here anymore. Price was also, the day was going to end at this point too, so I don't want to trade for too long. Coming towards the end of the day, stuff happens, crazy different things happens, because people aren't really on the charts too much, and we lose some liquidity, and sometimes things just kind of stale out. So that's why I took those profits right there. And yeah, that was a really nice trade, because I got in for some good size. I already saw here that we had moved a lot for this amount of the day, so it would be really hard to expect that we go to some very far highs. I was expecting, of course, this high though, but I kind of had two plans out that, of course, if we go up to this high, I'll take that. But if we don't, I want to have a little bit of a nice amount of profits to have gotten, even if we move up a few points. And we definitely did. And you'll see that happen live. You'll see that in the recording. I'll show you guys that. Maybe I'll put it on the screen right now as I'm going over the trades, or maybe I'll put it on the end of the video. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that is what we did, and that's how we traded today. That's how we made over 6K. So let's talk about what's going to happen in the next coming weeks. So zooming out on a big picture scale right here, we can look at price and see that we've had a previous market maker model. You see price will come down to these lows and come up, make these highs, and then ultimately come back to these lows. And so that's what price did previously. Price does not always do that though. Even as an ICT trader, that's not always how it happens. Price sometimes forms highs, and then it continues to leave gaps, and then continues to go from there. So that ends up happening. What I can see happening though is this being, a certain level, a certain area where we may turn around. We may come up to these areas, and price may ultimately, kind of do some stuff like this, like this, and ultimately, we could come back down to these areas. We could come back to these lows sometime in the next few weeks or so, but ultimately I am bullish. I still think that we can make some new highs. That's just what the pragmatic side of me wants to say, that just be prepared that price can be kind of bearish for the next few days or so. But ultimately, I think we are still bullish. We have all the things in place. We have the rate cuts. The Fed's been great with that. Trump trade, all of this stuff happening. It is putting us in a very bullish tone of things. And we're ending off the year. Typically, price continues to be bullish later on into the year, and we get that, as they say, the Santa Claus rally or so. So ultimately, right, we can come back down to, some steep level, right? But that can really end up sending us higher. So we can end up making new highs and then, going on a nice run, going out to the end of the year. That's what I feel like on the end of the year time frame. In the next few weeks, though, we can possibly see some bearishness, slight bearishness, and then we end up going back to the buy side. So that's what I think is going to happen. So just be wary, be careful, be on that capital preservation, react to price, don't predict, and you'll be all right. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share this with anybody that you think might enjoy it. And yeah, if you guys want to be able to trade like this, go ahead and check out the link in our description as well too. If you want one-on-ones and you want any tips and tricks on how to fix your level of trading and elevate and enhance the way that you're trading currently. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.